All right, Village Board, you are live and you are recording. You may begin.
Good morning, everyone. Today is March 20th, 2026, 11 a.m. Welcome to East Hampton Village Board meeting. If we could stand for a pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic
for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. So I have a couple of announcements. We have a few things on the agenda here for announcements. I'm going to turn it over to the village administrator just to fill everybody in on a few of our projects, since he is very familiar with all of these.
As many of you know, the long-term parking lot renovation is well underway. I believe, Dave, correct me if I'm wrong, we closed the lot March 6th officially, right? I think is when we began.
Yes.
Okay. And that's the lower lot of the Lumber Lane parking lots, otherwise known as Lumber Lane parking lots. But we closed it for the lower parking lot for the first 30 days. Construction's well underway. The sidewalks have already been renovated all along the side with all the curbs. I think what's left to do are the islands in the center. And what we're doing is merging both lots into one larger lot. So I think we're gaining about 26 spaces in those parkings. So that's a huge jump in parking spots that we need, obviously, for the summer. We're shutting down on April 1st, we're shutting down the upper parking lot for the next 30 days. The contractor's already ahead of schedule, so hopefully the whole project will be ahead of schedule, and we'll get it open way before May 1st. And then I think we're gonna be allowing, Jason, can you put up that image on the screen right now? But we're gonna be allowing parking on several side streets, Gingerbread Lane Extension, Lumber Lane, and Railroad Avenue. And I think with the chief's blessing, we'll be relaxing code or enforcement in that area for anyone that needs it in the YMCA, Riverhead Building Supply, and whatnot. And then the fire department antique barn, which everyone's talking about, was completed, almost completed in 3 days. It was lifted pretty quickly. We're waiting on the garage doors. We've had a couple comments to have the garage doors be see-through so we could see the village's antiques. It's an impressive collection, and they're very proud of it. And we've gotten a number of individuals in our fire department who have generously contributed their time, not to forget Chris Hatch, who did a great job, who was the first one there, and obviously Ray Harden, who's contributing an incredible amount of time for his company as well. And Riverhead Building Supply, including them as well. They've donated a lot of materials to the barn. So all in all, it's about $190,000 with grants that we received for $125,000. So the village is all in for $65,000. That's pretty good. And I know that donations are probably about $100,000 of their time and materials. So it's very impressive what the fire department's done. So after that is the May Day 5K race. This is our 5-year anniversary. It was started by the mayor, of course, and the foundation and the OMAC Running Club, but specifically Dylan Cashin and Riley O'Donnell, who are away at college, but their tradition has continued on with whoever, and I forget the names right now, of course, but whoever OMAC has chosen to continue, the good work that they did in raising the money for the May Day 5K race. And I think they've raised over $75,000 for mental health awareness in those 5 years. And the proceeds now go to the Tyler Project. So you can go to tylerproject.org and see and get more information on what they do. And that's it.
Great, thanks. Next up is Trustee Doyle. Fill us in about Hampton's Whodunit.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. The 4th annual Hampton's Whodunit will be April 16th to 19th. And this is a collaboration with the village, which we do. Our mission statement is to bring business into the village in the off-season, as well as we do educational programming. We have panels that take place in the high school, and we are doing a mock crime scene for the high school. It's very popular. We have about 200 kids from the high school that participate each year. So this year we're excited. Our guests of honor are former Navy SEAL Jack Carr, Attica Locke, and a bunch of other authors, and we have weekend of panels. We work in collaboration with all the nonprofits in the village, and we have panels and evening events, and of course, our village historian's popular graveyard tour, which is the first thing to always sell out. And additionally, we have two exciting events this year. The Daily Mail has come on as our national international sponsor, and they're hosting panels, and they will be TikToking to their 30 million viewers over the weekend. And then additionally, we have a contest this year that we're announcing today, and I really hope everybody will spread the word on this. In collaboration with Lionsgate Alternative, we are offering a $10,000 development prize. Someone will definitely win this. It's called Whodunit Pitch Fest, where you can pitch your idea. It can be for any amateur. If you have an idea with some source material for a true crime documentary or a TV series, we have an executive from Lionsgate Alternative here who will be producing this and developing it. So you can check out on our website, hamptonswhodunit.org, for details, and please spread the word. And we look forward to seeing you there.
Great. Thank you very much. Next up is roll call.
Mayor Jerry Larson.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Chris Minardi.
Here.
Trustee Sandra Melendez.
Here.
Trustee Carrie Doyle.
Here.
Trustee Jason Tuma.
Here.
Administrator Marcos Balladrone.
Here.
Village Attorney Lisa Perillo.
Here.
Terrific. Hugh, do you have a few things to tell us about?
In 1784, East Hampton Academy was started. Then when Governor Clinton discovered this school, he came down and gave them a bell, and they put it in the belfry, and that's why it's called Clinton Academy. Clinton Academy, where young women attended classes in the English academic department, the common school, and they studied subjects such as writing, arithmetic, reading, English grammar, French, and rhetoric, all highly unusual at the time. And then every April, the Academy would have an exhibition day where the students would show off their abilities. It was a way to also advertise the school. Well, you find in 1821, Jerusha Fithian and Mary Ann Miller appeared in a play. Then Miss Abby Hunting and Mary B. Gardner appeared in a play. In 1822, Phoebe Miller, Mary Ann Miller, Susan Isaacs, and Joanne Miller appeared on the stage at Clinton Academy. And then in 1825, Catherine Hand and Amanda Parsons. Now, why am I telling you this? Women did not appear on the stage, okay, in the early 19th century. They weren't supposed to go up there and expose themselves, okay? And to put this in context, today is the anniversary of a book being published in 1852. It's called Uncle Tom's Cabin. And who was the author? Harriet Beecher Stowe, whose father was the minister here in East Hampton. Okay, now to put this further in perspective, she was the most famous woman in America. The book was one of the most influential books ever written in the 19th century. And then she was invited to go to England and give a speaking tour. She had to take her brother and her husband with her, and she sat on the stage while they spoke. Okay, now there was another school in East Hampton at this time. Let me read you the advertisement. The public are informed that a school will be opened in the family of the subscriber about the 15th of June for the instruction of young ladies in the branches usually taught in boarding schools such as reading, writing, grammar, geography, history, needlework. You know where the school was? It's in Village Hall. It's Lyman Beecher. Roxana Beecher opened up a school in that building. Where the mayor's office was, that's where the school was. Where the village administrator has his office, that's where the students boarded. Okay? Now, why am I telling you all this? Because next Friday at 7 o'clock at the East Hampton Library in the Alec Baldwin room, there's going to be a lecture about Clinton Academy, 1821 to 1921. And you're going to see people like Joe D'Elia, Joe Brando, Francine Whitney, Franco Pistrito, Joni McDonald, and David Cataletto are going to be performing some of the poems, plays that were done at Clinton Academy in Clinton Hall. Okay? That'll be 7 o'clock at the library. And then before I leave, Dr. Gibson, who you honored last time, remember when I was telling you about Gurley Lee Hayes and his children? One of his children was Lee Hayes, the great Tuskegee Airman. So Dr. Gibson tells me that his mother meets Lee Hayes at the senior center and they started dating.
Thanks, Hugh. All right, next up is public hearing.
Introductory number 26 of 2025, a proposed local law amending Village of East Hampton Code, Chapter 267, Vehicles and Traffic, Section 267.5, Beach Parking, B6, 7, and C1, to be withdrawn and renoticed.
So the reason that this is being withdrawn is because it was proposed in tandem with another proposed local law, which had language changing the duration of the beach season. That was withdrawn at the prior meeting. This one has some echoing language, so we're going to be withdrawing it, removing that language. It'll be reproposed and renoticed for a new public hearing.
Okay, so just to clarify, this is a public hearing right now. So would anybody like to be heard on this matter? Board? Can I get a motion to close the hearing?
Make a motion to close the hearing?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Okay, that hearing's closed. Next up is the board discussion about the Chapter 212, Public Safety and Federal Immigration Law Enforcement. This proposed law has been distributed to the board and has been posted on our agenda, so I wanted to open it up for discussion with the board, but before I do that, I just wanted to make a statement that I put this legislation forward because I feel very strongly about this. I appreciate the work that OLA has done to put rapid response teams in place. They brought a law forward that they recommended. I agreed that we should have a law in place. I think it codifies what our police department is already doing, but it reassures the public that we are doing the right thing. So just because you have policies in place doesn't actually show the public that we are doing the right thing. So I thought it was important to put this law forward and reassure the public we're doing the right thing. This board was also the first one back in February of 2025 to hold a public information seminar, I guess you could call it, and for the public to try to reassure our Latino community that this department was doing the right thing. That was right after the administration, the federal administration, changed what they were doing as far as immigration policy. So again, personally, I have been in law enforcement for many, many years, and the way ICE is reacting and entering our communities is not acceptable. It's not what law enforcement has done historically. Whenever an outside agency enters another municipality, they always notify the local government that they're here and they're working in their jurisdiction. And the reason that is done is for safety concerns. Because if something goes wrong when they're executing whatever they're doing, local law enforcement is going to be responding to that. So they should know that they're responding to a legitimate law enforcement agency, and for everyone's safety, for the officers that are responding, for the civilians that are there, and for the other law enforcement agency that's on scene. That is no longer being done, which makes our community less safe. So I think this is an important piece of legislation, but that's how I feel personally, so I brought it to the board, and it's open for board comments. Anyone?
Well, I can say I commend you, Mayor and Attorney, who worked on this version of the law, because I think you've crafted it in such a way that it really protects the rights of the village residents and addresses the concerns that everybody's brought to the community. So I think this is a great version.
Great. Thank you. Anybody else?
Yeah, I do agree with this law 100%.
Use your, it's hard to hear you, Sandra.
I agree with this law 100%. We've seen what's happening in this country. We've seen what's happening in our neighbors. So protecting and letting people know that they should be able to call 911 and don't fear that something bad is going to happen or their families are going to get separated. It's very important for me. We've heard many times that people are afraid to get help, and that's what makes our communities unsafe. So doing this and assuring people that they can call 911, that our municipality is not going to be part of the craziness of ICE, and we're going to try to not prevent, because we're not able to, but at least keep them safe and make sure that the laws are being followed. So this is very important for our community, and I'm very proud of this board for bringing it up. Thank you.
Great, I completely agree and support this 100%.
Same here. It's important that this gets passed. It's also good to know that the difference between the civil and the criminal, and that we're not participating in the civil matters that do not require a judge to sign off on, and that we fully support this law.
Great. Thanks, Jason. All right, so obviously the board is unanimous, and I also want to say, Sandra, I'm really proud of this board for stepping up and being the first municipality on the east end of Long Island to actually support it, and I really appreciate it. I know Ola's here in the audience. Did you want to speak? That'd be great. Thank you.
Okay, I'm not sure if this is an appropriate picture or not, but if anyone wants to take a picture, I am blowing a giant kiss to this board. That's me. Thanking you so much, honestly. I know that this is difficult. I want to start off by saying to the chief that even from the beginning, there was no assumption on Ola's part. It's always a constant clearing up of misconception of what local law enforcement is doing or not doing. Never, ever has it been a thought that local law enforcement here, or even across our East End, have been participating and acting as ICE. Ever, never, never, never. What has been made clear to us is that the usual day-to-day wonderful work of law enforcement gets kind of bumped up against when we have some of these actions happening the way they're happening, so that all of the ways that our local law enforcement create calm and peace and safety, which we hold in high regard, all of us, that's a wonderful expectation. And it's kind of a luxury. Not all places have that, and I think we do. But what we have seen with some of these random raids, especially when they're not being done with any sort of warrant, and they're just not being done with any order at all, is that it's not the way we do things out here, so then it upsets the apple cart. People don't know where to go, and this is not just Latino people, but anybody. They don't know what to do. So this law, the way you've crafted it, which I think is beautiful, and it's for East Hampton Village, allows there to be that sort of underpinning, and not just saying, hey, we do it anyway, but hey, this is what we're ready to do in the event this thing comes to town. We've got a plan in place. We know what our law enforcement is doing. We know that we're going to make sure that everything that we can do, we're going to do. That the things that we can't do, we know what they are. And so I think that's another way to sort of educate the public, take the air out of the bubble, so people that are still thinking that local law enforcement can stop the actions of ICE, they have to understand, and many of my colleagues have to understand, and many community members, that that's not the role of local law enforcement, that local law enforcement and towns and villages and nonprofits, houses of faith, all of us working together, we're all in this together. And I'm so sorry I had to say that, because I just saw Hoppers, and there was a Mayor Jerry, and he does some good things in that movie. But we are all in this together, and I really appreciate the work that you've done and the time that you've taken. I truly do. So thank you for that. I look forward to anything coming forward in the future that we could do together.
Thank you very much. I'm hoping, East Hampton Village has been a leader in many, many things on the East End, whether it's been recycling, whether it's been public safety, and now immigration rules. We've always been the leader, and even before my administration, the village has always been a leader, and I think it's important that we're taking this step, and I'm hoping that other municipalities will now follow. I know there's been some resistance, but on the positive note, an organization that I founded, which is the East End Mayors Association, which is the 10 villages within the 5 East End towns. I had a meeting the other day with them, and they all asked for copies of our legislation. So I'm hoping that that will be the motivating factor. Maybe that one municipality does it, the others will follow. So I hope that is the case.
That's our hope as well. Thank you so much, Mayor.
Thanks.
Thank you to the whole board. Thank you.
We have a resolution to vote on this at the end of our meeting. I'm hoping you'll stay. We'll do that, and I would love to do a photo with our board with you.
I would love to.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mayor, one more thing that isn't really talked about is the flock aspect.
Just louder. I can't.
Sorry,
hard to hear you.
I do want to commend you as well, that isn't really mentioned, about the flock aspect. Obviously, we love flock. Flock is a huge help for our law enforcement agency here, and it's been fantastic in how we, apprehend criminals and things, whatever they do with it, but I know that the PD loves it. And the fact that we are going above and beyond by making sure that we aren't sharing any data with any federal agency, and this was back when the feature was implemented in December, and that has gone unnoticed, but now we're just codifying it. So I give you all a lot of kudos to that, because that shouldn't be forgotten.
You're right. I should have brought that up when we were talking, that the village went an extra step because we've heard a lot of feedback about Flock, and that it's a possibility that these cameras are sharing information so that the federal government can track immigration status of people or where people are moving. So we went an extra step to make sure that our Flock cameras are not sharing information with the federal government. If they need information from us, they'll have to contact us directly. They can't just enter our database, and we'll be able to verify that it's for criminal purposes and not for immigration purposes. The next step we went in our law is we created the task force, which was recommended. But the reason for the task force is so that quarterly, the chief and the task force can audit all the information in Flock to make sure nothing is slipping by us and is being used for immigration purposes. So, and that task force will be made up of village personnel and also civilian personnel. So I think, and Ola is always welcome to come to those meetings. We'll make sure we invite you. So if you want to have a representative come so you can see the transparency of that meeting, which would be wonderful. So we're really focused on this. We think it's a huge issue. I've said it in the past, and I'm just glad we're, as a united board, we're moving forward. So thank you, and let's move on to the next item. Motions and resolutions? No?
Public comment.
Is there any more public comment?
Any more public comment about anything else? Since Ola was the only one here, I figured that was it. So. Okay. Motions and resolutions.
Resolution number 67 of 2026, approve claim vouchers for the month of March.
So moved. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Resolution number 68 of 2026, approve warrants as listed, number 33 guarantees, number 34 and 35 general fund, and number 36 general fund warrant.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Passed and carried.
Number 69, approve budget transfer schedule number 4, reference number 4, dated March 2026.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Passed and carried.
Number 70, approve the minutes from the Board of Trustees meetings held on January 16th and February 20th of 2026.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Passed and carried.
Number 71, approve departmental reports.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Passed and carried.
Number 72, resolve the fiscal year 2026 village budget is hereby amended to increase estimated revenues and appropriations from the assigned unappropriated fund balance in the amount of $99,595.75 for expenditures related to the EMS building.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Passed and carried.
Number 73, resolve the fiscal year 2026 village budget is hereby amended to increase estimated revenues and appropriations from the assigned unappropriated fund balance in the amount of $59,916.94 for expenditures related to the fire department.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Number 74, resolve the fiscal year 2026 village budget is hereby amended to increase estimated revenues and appropriations in the amount of $1,550,346.40 for expenditures related to the long-term parking lot.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Number 75, resolve the fiscal year 2026 village budget is hereby amended to increase estimated revenues and appropriations in the amount of $53,746.40 for expenditures related to village hall renovations.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Passed and carried.
Number 76, resolve the fiscal year 2026 village budget is hereby amended to increase estimated revenues and appropriations in the amount of $20,709 for expenditures related to emergency repairs at the EMS building.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Number 77, resolve the fiscal year 2026 village budget is hereby amended to increase estimated revenues and appropriations in the amount of $10,606 for expenditures related to emergency repairs at the EMS building.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Passed and carried.
Number 78, approve $20,709 quote from GT Power Systems Incorporated for emergency repair of a generator at the Emergency Services Building at 1 Cedar Street to be paid from the assigned unappropriated fund balance.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Passed and carried. I'd like to just make a quick comment about that. So we received an $80,000 quote to fix our emergency repair at this building. And Jerry Terza Sr. got wind of this, who owns GT Power in Waynescott, who does not have a contract with us, but he tracked me down and basically told the village administrator and I that we were being taken advantage of and that he could do the same job for $20,000 as opposed to $82,000. So we immediately reversed course, and he did do the job for $20,709. So I just wanted to personally thank him. He went out of his way to make this happen, and he saved the village $70,000, or no, $60,000, sorry, which was amazing. So thank him. I know he's in Florida right now, but I'm sure he'll be watching. So thank you.
Resolution number 79 of 2026, approved $10,606 quote from Effortless Power Incorporated for emergency portable generator delivery, rental, and labor at the Emergency Services Building, 1 Cedar Street, to be paid from the assigned unappropriated fund balance.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Passed and carried.
Number 80, appoint Gabrielle McKay to recording officer for the June 16th, 2026 village election.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Passed and carried.
Number 81, approve designation of polling place, hours, and providing for election inspectors for June 16th, 2026 election.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Passed and carried.
Number 82, approve the Department of Emergency Medical Service, EMS volunteers who have met requirements and qualified for 1 year of service award credit for the East Hampton Village Volunteer Ambulance Workers Defined Benefit Length of Service Awards Program, LOSAP, 2026, or 2020 for 2025, per March 11th, 2026 memo from Jerry Terza.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Passed and carried.
Resolution number 83, approve the East Hampton Fire Department volunteers who have met requirements and qualified for 1 year of service award credit for the East Hampton Volunteer Fire Department Length of Service Awards Program, LOSAP, for 2025.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Passed and carried.
Number 84, approve public notice concerning unpaid taxes for the year 2025-2026 to be published in the East Hampton Star.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Passed and carried.
Number 85, approve authorization of the purchase of tax liens as set forth in Chapter 25625 Taxation, Village Tax Sales, amount not to exceed $169,672.15 to be paid from the undesignated fund balance.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Passed and carried.
Number 86, approve the $55,116.24 refund due to 74 Montauk Highway Incorporated to Representatives Cronin and Cronin Law Firm, PLLC, concerning erroneous real estate taxes paid.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Passed and carried.
Number 87, approve the $16,016.20 refund due to Bernard J. Krupinski Irrevocable Trust to Representatives Cronin and Cronin Law Firm, PLLC, concerning erroneous real estate taxes paid.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Passed and carried.
Number 88, approve the $12,951.08 refund due to Newtown Associates LLC, Iantha LLC, to Representatives Cronin and Cronin Law Firm, PLLC, concerning erroneous real estate taxes paid.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Passed and carried.
Number 89, approve AIM funding in support of continued and increased state aid for local governments.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Passed and carried.
Number 90, approve the 3-year agreement with LTV, January 2026 through January 2029.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Passed and carried.
Resolution number 91, approve enrollment of 1 Village Hall employee to attend the New York Municipal Clerks Education Program in Latham, New York, July 12th through the 16th, 2026, at an approximate cost of $1,500 plus the cost of reasonable meals and travel expenses.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Passed and carried.
Number 92, approve enrollment of 2 Village Hall employees to attend the NICOM Annual Meeting and Training School in Bolton Landing, New York, May 13th through the 15th, 2026, at an approximate cost of $2,010, plus the cost of reasonable meals and travel expenses.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Passed and carried.
Number 93, approve the enrollment of 2 police officers to attend the 2026 Motorola Solutions Public Safety Users Summit, April 19th to the 22nd, 2026, in Orlando, Florida, at a cost of approximately $2,797.74, plus the cost of travel expenses and reasonable meals.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Number 94, deem surplus and authorize disposal, approving the sale by public auction of one 2012 Ford F-250 pickup with plow, truck 11, asset 002003.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Number 95, deem surplus and of no value, and approve disposal of one impound vehicle, 2009 Nissan Altima, East Hampton Village PD number CC 2025-3573.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Passed and carried.
Number 96, deem surplus and of no value, and approve the sale disposal of listed computer equipment as requested by Police Chief Jeffrey Erickson.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Passed and carried.
Number 97, approve $5,045.08 quote for the annual NetCloud Mobile Performance Plan Essential and Advanced with PMC Wireless for the Police Department.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Number 98, approve the $4,615 quote for the 2026 annual HPE server renewal from Lincoln IT for the Police Department.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Number 99, approve the $4,290.78 quote for the 2026 annual Fortinet renewal from Lincoln IT for the Police Department.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Resolution number 100, approve the $6,920.93 quote for 6 code bikes from policebikestore.com for the Police Department.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Passed and carried.
Number 101, approve the $14,600 quote for the installation of a drainage structure from South Fork Asphalt for the long-term parking lot project on Gingerbread Lane Extension.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Number 102, approve the $6,775 quote for replacement of MOVFR2 door operator from Noble Elevator for the Emergency Services Building, 1 Cedar Street.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Number 103, approve the $5,053.90 quote from Ben Kropinski Builders for the Building Department floor work.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Passed and carried.
Number 104, approve change in status and membership for listed members of the Department of Emergency Medical Service, EMS, effective retroactively to March 1st and March 6th, 2026, as per March 20th, 2026 memo from Chief Mott.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Number 105, approve the new fire department member, Sang Lu, for engine company number 4.
So moved. All in favor? Aye. Passed and carried.
Resolution number 106, accept the $12,000 donation from John Callahan, owner of Riverhead Building Supply, toward the construction of the fire department antique barn located at 0 Gingerbread Lane Extension.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Passed and carried. It's really 0?
0.
Wow.
Yes, Eleanor Moore is
Never heard of an address 0.
I know.
Zero Park Place, I believe is approved.
Okay.
Resolution number 107, approve employment of 2026 beach staff as listed to complete preseason work effective April 1st, 2026, per the March 13th, 2026 memo from Donnie McGovern.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Number 108, accept retirement of Fire Marshal Ken Cullum with an effective retirement date of September 15th, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, Kenny, looks like you're going to go. Thanks for all your years of service, Kenny. How many years? 30 years. Thanks. All right, next. We'll have a celebration later on.
Resolution number 109, notice of public hearing to be held on April 22nd, 2026 at 11 a.m. at the Emergency Services Building, 1 Cedar Street, East Hampton, for introductory number 1 of 2026, a proposed local law amending Village of East Hampton Code, Chapter 267, Vehicles and Traffic, Section 267.5, Beach Parking, B6, 7, and C1.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Resolution number 110, notice of public hearing to be held on April 22nd, 2026 at 11 a.m. at the Emergency Services Building, 1 Cedar Street, East Hampton, for introductory number 2, 2026, a proposed local law authorizing a property tax levy in excess of the limit established in General Municipal Law, Section 3C.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Resolution number 111, notice of public hearing to be held on April 22nd, 2026 at 11 a.m. at the Emergency Services Building, 1 Cedar Street, for introductory number 3 of 2026, a proposed local law amending the code of the Village of East Hampton so as to add Chapter 212 entitled Public Safety and Federal Immigration Law Enforcement for purposes of promoting transparency, peace, and good order and public safety in relation to immigration law enforcement activities conducted within the village.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
It's passed and carried. So this technically moves it to a public hearing for April 20th, I believe, is our next board
22nd.
meeting.
22nd.
But 22nd?
22nd.
Yes.
I feel very confident, since we're unanimous, that this law will pass without any issues. So it's basically a technicality that we have to sit through another 30 days to wait for the time period. We have to publicly announce it, advertise it, but it's going to be law. So I'm really, again, thank you to the board. And we are going to go into executive session, so I need a motion.
Some more, sorry.
Oh, we have another
An
sheet.
addendum.
A couple of things came in late.
We got a couple of add-ons, sorry.
Sure do.
Go ahead.
Resolution number 112 of 2026, approve employment of Evelyn Herrera as part-time office assistant at Village Hall at $25 an hour, effective April 1st, 2026.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Resolution number 113, approve $19,150 change order quote for drainage adjustments and curb boxes from Rosemar Contracting Incorporated for the long-term parking lot project on Gingerbread Lane Extension to be paid from the assigned unappropriated fund balance.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Number 114, approve the $7,198.33 quote for Seaspray Cottage Number 4 kitchenette from Ben Kropinski Builder to be paid from the assigned unappropriated fund balance.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Number 115, approve the $54,957 quote for Verkada Video and Access Control Products from Howard Technology Solutions for Emergency Services Building and various other village properties to be paid from the assigned unappropriated fund balance.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Number 116, notice to bidders for the security camera installation at various village buildings with bid specs available March 24th, 2026, and bid opening to be April 7th, 2026, at 2 p.m. at Village Hall.
So moved.
Second. All in favor? Passed and carried.
Resolution number 117, approve the 2-year license agreement in the amount of $5,000 per year between the Incorporated Village of East Hampton and Circuit Transit Incorporated for parking in the village's long-term parking lot.
So moved.
Second. All in favor? Passed and carried. If I could, that concludes our meeting. If I could get a motion to close and go into executive session.
I make a motion to close the hearing.
Second.